Hey y'all, welcome to my very first movie review. I went to see this movie on Tuesday, little in the evening around 6:30. I heard people talking about it. I saw that Michael B. Jordan was in it. I'm not too familiar with Ryan Coogler's work, but I have seen Fruitvale Station. That movie was a lot. It was shot well, of course, but it was very traumatic for me. So I only saw that movie one time. I think that's a movie you just see one time and you feel a lot for it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't see no reviews on Sinner at all. I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't even know that it was coming out. I ain't know no logistics about it. I just saw Sinner. And I'm like, all right, let me just go watch. I haven't been in the movies in a while, so I was like, all right, let me go see it. First things first, I did not know what to expect. I did not know what genre the movie was in. So as I'm watching this, I'm just blindly in the movie theater, and I'm just like, let me just grasp this film for exactly what it is. So first thing I noticed was how rich the colors was. It was filmed a little bit dark, but it didn't really give like scary movie vibes or like immediate thriller type of movie vibe. It's just kind of like based in the 1930s, Mississippi. I kind of knew that it was going to be racism, of course. That's when racism was high in this country. It still is, but it was really in the thick of it, And the colors was very rich. I really loved the colors. I just found out that the cinematographer of the film was a woman. And it's only, let me pull up my facts real quick. And it's only, the number is super low. In 2023, just 7% of cinematographers were women for the 250 highest domestic grossing films. Only 7%. So it's like, shout out to the women that does this and want to get into the field. And I'm rooting for us, and I hope y'all root for me to get up there. I want to get in there. I have to. But back to the film. So shout out to the cinematographer. Her name's Durald Arkapaw. I hope I'm saying her name right. So shout out to Autumn for being the first woman to grow something like this in the IMAX. That's amazing. So shout out to her. But back to the film, I really love how it was shot. The cast was great. Michael B. Jordan. I didn't know he was gonna be playing twins in the film. That was dope. What else about the film? I love that. Okay, the opening scene as the kid walking into the church. I knew it was like he had the ripped off guitar or the broken guitar in his hand. I'm like, what done happened to this kid? Like, especially everybody's like surprised and everything. And I didn't really get the grasp that was his pop at first. And I was just like, damn, some music going to involve like the type of film I know is going to be based around music, especially that it started in the church. You know what I'm saying? So and then it said the day before. So I knew that the film was going to be based in one day. So I kind of felt like relief that it's not drawn on. I really like when movies kind of tell us how long this time period of the film is going to be, like say like a week before or current day or something like that. So it's kind of like, I love having a timestamp in films. I don't know why, that's just what I like. That's just what I like in films. But I was sitting there stuck. In a few shots, like and it was like so music driven, like especially the part where the kid was singing and all of the elements of like every genre that Black people thrive in and everyone dancing and in the elements. And it's like music really is powerful and it kind of like takes over you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even getting to the vampires yet. I'm gonna get into that because like that's very symbolic to life. And people, back to how when he started singing his first time in the jukebox and everything, it was like very moving and powerful that they showed that. It was kind of like, I don't know, everybody was into it. The music was so loud in the theater just surrounding me. I just was like, I was sitting there stuck. I could not move. I did not move. I didn't want to miss nothing. I just let it consume me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that was a crazy scene. Like the sound design and all of that was fire. But yeah, and I was just like, and it kind of was like a battle between like your desires and people just wanting you for what you could do and knowing where to get love from. Like, I want to speak briefly on the biracial girl. Well, she not fully half black, but she got some black in her family, but she can go off as white passing, but you could tell that she has a little bit of black in her. So, her, what I noticed from her character, when the vampires came and they was trying to get into it, they didn't let them in. The black people was never letting her in, but she kind of felt like she had to cross the line in between choosing to be black or being white. And I feel like maybe us, if you're like, I guess you had two black parents or one black parent, one white parent, we don't really know, or at me I had two black parents, I don't really know the battles that biracial people go through, whereas though they have to choose who they want to be, choose what side to choose what side they want to be. It's kind of hard to just be both, because it's like you're a battle between a lot of racism and then the people that are oppressed. So it's like you're in the middle of that. So it's like kind of hard to choose. And I feel like I loved how they showed that, you know what I mean? They showed like a little bit of their struggles in that. And it's like black people try to be super accepted of you, and it's like you still get betrayed. And it's like she kind of was on the thin line between, these are my people too. Should I go see about them? Should I see if they are good people or something like that? I really just think that she should have never went out there by herself. Like, yeah, they may have the same skin tone as you, but you really don't know who they are, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's really all about like, it's stuff beyond the cover, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that was a full lesson in that. And it's also something like when I said it's a battle between your desires, it's also a battle between like wanting to give your talent to the world, or like trying to see if, like when you love something and you share it, at the same time I feel like it's no longer yours once you share it, you know what I mean? Because people can gravitate you. Like even when in the beginning of the movie where he was like, I want to sing, and then he was in a car driving with Michael B. Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan had the red hat on, he was riding with him, and then he was like, he was playing his guitar, you know what I'm saying, he was playing his guitar, and then he showed him that he could sing, and his eyes lit up. Like, his eyes lit up, and you could, he was like, oh yeah, we can make some money, you got some talent, boy, you know what I'm saying, you got some talent, like my little cousin, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fine line between like sharing my gifts and like keeping it to yourself, but I feel like you should always share your gifts, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to my boy Christian. He was in the movie, like towards the end. He was like the guy banging on the door. Yo, let me in, man, let me in, man, let me in. And they ain't let him in. He got ate. I like, honestly, when I saw him banging on the door and knowing how many people got turned to the dark side that was out there, I already knew he was gonna die. But I mean, I'm glad my boy got his shine on. Like he be in some stuff, man. Shout out to him. It's like, yo, he really used to ride my bus. Shout out to Christian Robinson. He rode my bus. He's a kid from New York. I think he came out here. I think we was in like 9th or 10th grade, and yeah, he was the funny kid on my bus. Like, but he was always super, super cool, and it's amazing to see him playing in these big productions and like really seeing it. And he gonna have a lot to tell about his story. So shout out to him. And what I really noticed about this film was the power of your own voice, like the frequencies, and how when you have a voice that's like sounds like very unique, people gravitate towards that. So I feel like you gotta really know the power of your voice, and it's like it's people that are super, super tapped into that, and your voice can really make somebody feel, make somebody listen to you. So it's like it's a powerful tool, you know what I mean? It's a powerful tool, and you always when I noticed, I was like, a part of they wanted to point out, like with the evil people that was at the door, people will leech onto your pain. People will leech onto what you create out of joy, what you create. And it was like, Um, I love the fact that they showed us that these people could not get in unless they were invited. No matter what, if you don't say you're not invited, they could not get in. And I wish they kind of like noticed that a little bit more in the film. But I mean, they did it perfectly to where we got the gist of it. You know what I mean? And from this movie on a racism tip, I feel like white people, well, based in these times, white people do not accept you unless they could get something from you. That's kind of like what I felt from this film. It's like you have to cross the line and be like them. They gotta make sure that you're just like them before they can use you. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta control you. And I think that Ryan Coogler, what's his name? Ryan Coogler, he really wanted to put that into the film and show that. And we need more Black films like that to show what Black people have to go through to be accepted. And I feel like it's whack that we have to go through these things to be accepted. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess, you know. And towards the end, oh yeah, don't watch this if you ain't see the movie. I should have been said that, but don't watch this if you ain't see the movie. I appreciate those that are still watching too. Overall, it was a great movie. I jumped a few times. It's a little thriller / like comedy into it. I saw a little difference between the blue Michael B. Jordan, the Michael B. Jordan that was wearing the blue and the Michael B. Jordan that was wearing the red. And I think I want to see it again to really, really see the difference between them two. And yeah, shout out to everybody that's a part of that film. I think it was a great film. I don't got no ratings. I don't really do ratings like that. I just pick out what I enjoy about a film and just go on about my day. I really love the way it was shot, the sound design, like I said. It was a lot to unpack, and I think I want to see it again. And so yeah, that's my review. Let me know if y'all like the film, if y'all seen the film. Let me know what y'all seen from the film. I ain't covered super a lot about the film. I just wanted to point out what I liked about it. Music is definitely a gift. Protect your gifts. Make sure you own your gifts. Don't let nobody use you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you are getting the use of your gifts. And let me know what y'all think about the movie in the comments below. I will be back for more movie reviews. And thanks for watching. All right, peace.